told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, be waiting, confused like what happened. You get attitude cause I'm getting mad, cause you wanna take 20 minutes and a half. And on top of that, I gotta get gas out of the freeway, pick up traffic. What the is you doing? We gotta dip, 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 dip. Cardi, yeah. Watch your tick, 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 tick. Waiting for that last minute for your...
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Right to the air, here is Goff. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
He hits Dobbs on the crosser, and he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 41 yards. Jones is in. Touchdown, Packers. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
From the 25 on second down, Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Throwing on third. Goff. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Fielded at the 33. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Rodgers now on first down. Got Dobbs over the middle. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
7 yards there and a first down. To throw is Rodgers. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. Touchdown, Packers! Robert Tunyon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 14-0.
Packers 14, Lions nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. This defense for the Packers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They'll try the air now with Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
From the red zone now, Goff. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, and turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
On 2nd down, Williams. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Rodgers. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Now Jones. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs from 3 yards out. as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Score, Packers 21, Lions 3. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
He's airing it out for Williams. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll move the chains.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2nd and 11 now. They'll go again to Jones. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. Here's Rodgers. Being chased out left. Completed out left to Dobbs. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. Nixon now from his end zone. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Goal. Touchdown! Harrison Bryant, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions take the first turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Nixon now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Room here to run. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He sets to fire deep. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Goff. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's gone. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 4th down. Eddie Pinheiro on now. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So that Charles has season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves him at 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he goes out right around the 39. The pickup there, 5 yards.
That's just what you call a chain mover right there. Nothing fancy. Get the ball out to the back, and you're asking him to make a little bit extra out of maybe what is nothing, and he does exactly that. Picks up the first down. I can't wait till we get to the point, partner, where we're not saying chain mover, but we're saying laser pointer picks it up for the first down.
77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Rodgers now to throw. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Offense offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Rodgers will try again on second down. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Steps away to his left. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tunyon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Here's Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now Goff. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Touchdown! So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's airing it out for Williams. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Play action. It's gone. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Again, Goff. He's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. DJ Chark, 37 yards. And the Lions get a bit closer. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep.
He's got him in, complete. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
His kick is good.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25.
20.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now gone. He's airing it out for Williams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with again to Jones. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They'll take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Green Bay, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Detroit, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next.
Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bring it home victory. Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Bond on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boy stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were not to ride nobody with, we're the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr.
trust. We ain't taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene.